All right, hopefully the volume here is a little bit low. I don't know why it would be low. It doesn't make any sense. Somebody hacked me. Don't hack me, bro. Who knows? Maybe I selected a different thing there. I don't know. Reset or something. Some of the I could have done something because I turned the recording off. Something keeps turning on my recording versus my just broadcasting. Right, so I'm not sure what that is. Let me try to get the volume up a little bit higher. All right, that should get me somewhere. Try to turn this recording off. It's like I can't turn the recording off. That's without using the Mac. Wait, it's not on. Oh, it's off. Okay, there it is. And the manual recording button wasn't working. It finally worked. All right, so what we're looking at is what I said. I said the AI video depicting ICE people running off cops and things like that is designed to radicalize them and believing it's already happening, and they're succeeding. That's one of the things that caused that shooting. That's the reality, not the bullshit they're feeding everyone. Right. So it was designed, and again, while they're looking at that, there could be somebody dumping stuff into their feeds. Happy stuff, sad stuff, to manipulate their emotions. Right. I mean, just based upon the fact that Mrs. Good's wife is a millionaire at this point, that's another motivation. That's a psychological thing. I know people give money for other reasons, but right. Get back out there. Now, as far as Minneapolis PD, I don't know if that was real, but it showed them running away from protesters. So again, we don't need Minneapolis's help like that, because that makes it worse. That's a psyop. Right. Now they're trying to cause Minneapolis to burn. That's what's going to happen. Right. Whoever they are. Could be Russians, Chinese, both. Iran. Right. Remember, I don't know what happened to Iranian money. I'm hoping they copied down the serial numbers. Well, if it was a scam to get corrupt funds, then they didn't. They got all that money. They could be paying any and financing anything through laundering. Right. There's been enough years for that money to find its way everywhere. Again, spy cells are more dangerous than this idea that there's a military cell here. So if somebody was a sniper with the Iranian military, he could possibly be a red herring, whereas somebody that was even an Iranian freedom fighter that's here. They come over here, and they're supposedly a freedom fighter, but they're actually working for Iran. The question is whether there's some sort of wave that agitates them. Now, you would think that it would agitate ICE also, and it might. But again, they have an obligation. They have use of force policy and all those things. Right. So that would help control. Where these people, they have no military discipline. So they're being empowered to be a paramilitary force without any discipline. ICE Watch is a paramilitary entity. The weapons are their vehicles, the sound, torture, the psychological operations. In fact, you got to see if there's a criminal conspiracy between the city of Minneapolis and Ice Watch. What conversations did they have? The mayor may be guilty of agreeing to something, and then the overt acts occurred. Criminal conspiracy. Could be the mayor, could be the mayor's assistant, could be the chief of police. I don't know if that's AI, but it was on like what's his name? Jesse Waters. That doesn't help ICE. That encourages those people. Right. No, I'm thinking there's some sort of energy wave. So your ICE officers may be receiving the same energy wave as those people, but your ICE officers don't act out that way because they have regulations and laws they work within. Whereas those people are free to break every law they want, every law they want. So like I said, if they killed one of you, they'd probably give them a commendation. Right? No, I can't locate it. They have to look. And the problem is if I know the Russians and maybe even the Iranians, the key is to find an energy wave that you can't detect, right, using whatever it is you're using. So that would take them to have some knowledge of what you were using and then quite possibly an inside spy. Or a hack may have revealed something. And again, the idea, like I said, low level. Have it in cars, and they just drive the car somewhere. Just immediate vicinity. So it's definitely violent felonies that they're committing. You can't prosecute it. That's why you haven't prosecuted, because it's fallen. Minneapolis is completely gone. So somehow you have to at least prepare a case if you're not ready to take it to the judge, but start collecting data and information about why you can't try cases in Minneapolis and Minnesota generally. But well, how many districts are in Minnesota? Is it one district? How many federal districts are in Minnesota? One federal. Okay. You can't try any cases in Minnesota. That's easy. Thank you, man. And that would hopefully start to clean up the mess. Chicago either. There's freedom of speech for the politicians, but not freedom of criminal speech. And if that freedom of speech affects federal prosecution beyond an acceptable level and taints juries, then you can move a venue. Right? They've tainted the jury pool, irreparably tainted them. Right. And that's your key. Stay peaceful, praise God, and all that you do, praise God.